everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chioma and I make videos on celebrity hot topics. I make videos on true crimes. I make videos on trending topics and anything I feel like is going to entertain you guys, captivate your mind, educate you guys. I come on here and I share it to you guys. So if you're interested in this type of videos, please don't click out. Just relax and enjoy this video with me.
Here is the entrance of OKIJA, popularly known as OKIJA Shrine, and we will be entering so that you can see how it looks like.
Kaka ipost na Facebook ndamwe video yako hapo. Onye Nigeria lirege.
Okay, onye Nigeria lirege ya.
No way.
Sebusa. Ono mbo yake anaputa. Yake anaputa.
Ono mbo yake anaputa. Ono beta na yake jaba video yake. Tomo yabeke.
Someone me weke Python. So kebe on aputa no.
Taban.
Okay.
Get the video. Otanto akiwe sasa video ni.
Ona anga yali shomo yenda.
People, this place is a native shrine of justice.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about the very popular OKIJA Shrine in Anambra State. Okay, pause. If you are not from Nigeria, you probably will not know about this, but it trended very well in the early 2000s, specifically 2004. Okay, OKIJA Shrine is a very barbaric shrine that was brought into OKIJA in Anambra State. OKIJA is located in Ihiala local government state, one of the local governments in Anambra State, the eastern part of Nigeria. Okay, so it was brought into Ihiala local government state, OKIJA specifically, by a woman married into OKIJA. She was said to be scorned and unhappy that the villagers stole her goods, her food, so she had to like grieve, and then she went back to her place. It was not mentioned where she was from, but she went back to her place and then she brought back the OKIJA deity into OKIJA, and then the deity became very popular, you know, and people started patronizing them, and a lot of things went down, which is something I'm going to reveal in the course of this video. So this is the origin of OKIJA Shrine. It was brought into OKIJA by a woman married into the OKIJA dynasty. All right, so in 2004, meanwhile, OKIJA has been in function even in the early 90s. It has been in function even in the early 90s till 2004, when it was raided by up to 60 policemen. That was, you know, they were like, no, this is not going on anymore. This has turned into becoming a traditional setting into a barbaric and dehumanizing setting, because they found 120 corpses. Some were dismembered, the heads were dismembered from the parts of the body, others were in coffins, others were laying around the bushes. I'm going to insert the video of the OKIJA Shrine here so you can see what I'm saying. So the policemen they were like, no, this is not going on anymore. This has turned into being a traditional setting to becoming a dehumanizing setting. Okay, so just in case you don't know what the OKIJA Shrine is originally known for, it is a place where if you feel like you are being cheated in your business, it's more like a law court, let me put it that way, but not like it's a traditional law court. Okay, so if you did a business with someone, or you had an agreement with someone, and then the person did not put up to the end of their bargain, right, you go to OKIJA Shrine and you report the person. It doesn't even matter where the person is in Nigeria. Even if the person is in Abuja, the OKIJA Shrine, because they have like they have like priests and priestesses, they have like workers, and a lot. In fact, it was a functional setting. Yes, that was how important it was. So they're going to send a letter to the person to appear in the OKIJA Shrine at a stipulated date. Maybe they could give you like 2 weeks or thereabouts. If I find some of the interviews, of the people. I'm going to insert it here so you can see for yourself. Okay, so they would invite the people. They'll be like, you are requested to be just like, you know how they do it in the law court, right? You are requested to be in OKIJA Shrine at so and so date. Failure to do so, whatever you see, you do what? You take. Okay, so and then after the swearing of the oath, the allegiance, whatever you have to do, because the priest and the priestess is there, they are going to like more like interview you guys, ask you what the problem is, and then after that, the OKIJA Shrine will not be the OKIJA God will not be the person to like I assume settle the dispute or say who is at fault or who is not at fault, right? And then after that, if you don't do what they tell you to do, probably to refund the money or whatever it is that you are at fault, you are faulted at, the OKIJA Shrine would strike the person, and the person would, you know, off. I don't want to mention the name because it's against YouTube guidelines. Okay, the OKIJA Shrine will strike the person off, and then the person's remains will be brought to the shrine and it will be buried there. So I feel like this was what constituted the I think up to 70 cups at the 120 cups that was found there, because like it was the assumed guilty members of the OKIJA deity, and then the remains will be buried there. Even if it's been buried in the person's homeland, is going to be assumed. Contrary to not doing that, the OKIJA deity would continue from the nest of the king of the person that was found guilty. You get? So a lot of people were very, very afraid. They were like terrified. No, this is not going to happen to our family. Whatever it is being said should be done so that, you know, would run away from problems. Because if I'm being honest, there are good spirits and there are bad spirits. In fact, this world is more than we can comprehend. So stuff like this could actually really happen. Mind you, this OKIJA Shrine did not stop the spread of Christianity in OKIJA, Anambra State. Even in fact, there was even increase in the number of Catholic churches, the number of Anglican churches and Protestant churches. It was even at that period that the very popular Madonna University was brought in. It's a Catholic university. It was brought into OKIJA. Okay, so it did not stop the spread of Christianity, because like even at that point there were some people that still believed in the traditional settings. They were apparently the people that was patronizing this OKIJA Shrine, even though some Christians were at some point forced to, like, you know, do what this OKIJA deity say you should do, because if not, I mean, your life is at stake. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the involvement of the Nigerian politicians in this OKIJA Shrine. Just in case you don't know, in Nigeria there is this type of politics that we run here, where it is something known as a godfatherism type of politics, where if you are a candidate and you're coming up, for example, a governor of a particular state, you have godfathers, you have sponsors that are going to help you in your political ambitions, like maybe during the rally. You know, a lot of money is being wasted, right? And then after the elections, and then you peradventure you win, you are indebted to these people. In fact, they are the ones that indirectly run the government, not even you as a candidate or as an individual. There is a cabal, there's a group of cabals that is being run by the government, or what am I even saying? But you guys get the point, right? These cabal are the ones that run the government, not you. They just give you instructions and you take it. Failure to do so, your life is at stake. Oh. So these people, what they do is that if you agree to be their candidate, they would come down to the OKIJA Shrine, and then you guys would sign an agreement that eventually you win this election, you are at our mercy, you are at our command. Okay, so that is what they do. And then, in fact, people, the residents of OKIJA were like that at the wee hours of the night, around 12 a.m., 1 a.m., lots and lots of coastal computer buses will be seen in this shrine, and lots of politicians will be coming down, and they'll be, you know, entering into this shrine. It was becoming very, very like rampant. People were patronizing these people, and you know, the people say that at first, like, when you come there, they'll just do what you ask them to do for you. You can, tip them off something. It doesn't matter. But then as the things started becoming very, very hard in Nigeria, and residents of Okija from different parts of the country, they were like, wow, this can even be a very good business adventure. This can be a very good business avenue. So they left all their businesses in Lagos, in Abuja. Maybe they were not doing so well. They now came down and they now became functional priests and priestesses and workers of Okija. So when you now come to the shrine and then you want the Okija deity to do something for you, you'd have to deposit a certain amount of money that they ask you to deposit. It differs on probably your status, your problem. If you're a politician, they will ask you to pay a lot of money. If you're just a normal person, they will ask you to pay like maybe they'll just screen you first and then they will ask you to pay so and so amount. But it was recorded that the least amount was 5,000 naira and that the highest amount was in dollars, $6,000. That was around 800,000 or 900,000 naira then. Okay, before the dollar now increased. Okay, so that was how, in fact, these people turned this OKIJA shrine into I don't even know how to put it, but they turned it into a business avenue, a 419, a fraudster type of avenue. Okay, so when you come there, and people were still coming because apparently it was working for them. I even think I have some clips of testimony of people that were like, this shrine, this deity helped me to recover my money from somebody that was owing me. Okay, so there's this particular politician that was linked to this OKIJA shrine, and his name is Dr. Chris Ngige. I know you all could know him. If you're in Nigeria, you would know him. He was once the governor of Anambra State, and then, but I think now he is the Minister of Information. But meanwhile, let me backtrack a little bit. Let me tell you guys how he all got caught up in this OKIJA shenanigans, right? So Chris Mbadinuju was the incumbent governor of Anambra State around 2002-2003, right? And then during the elections, like, he wanted to like go for continuity. Like, as a governor, you have the opportunity to go for 2 tenures, which is 8 years, right, before you step down. So he wanted to like go for continuity, but unfortunately for him, he did not keep to the end of the bargain he had with his sponsor. I've forgotten the name of his sponsor, but if I remember, I'm going to put it in the screen here. So PDP then, which was the party he was on, they were like, no, you're not going again. You entered there and you did not do what we asked you to do. So they now nominated Dr. Chris Ngige to become the next running candidate for PDP, which was then PDP was the ruling party then. So if you are in PDP, you have high chances of winning the polling or the election polls, right? Okay, so they now nominated Chris Ngige, and then it was somebody Oba was apparently Chris Ngige's mentor or sponsor, the brother to Andy Oba, right? Forgotten his full name, but his name is, I'll put it here on the screen. So he was like, no, you guys are not going to play me. So apparently they're just doing business with the politics here, and he's like, no, you people are not playing me anymore. First of all, Chris Ngige, Dr. Chris Ngige, before I agree to support you, you'd have to follow me to OKIJA Shrine to sign an agreement. And he even recorded it. There was a clip circulating then when he was recording it, and that was what became outbursted, and then people were like, oh, this one was even patronizing this OKIJA deity that people were talking about. So he's like, dear Chris Ngige, no, if you want me to support you, we'll have to go to OKIJA Shrine, okay? And then would sign an agreement that, okay, after these elections, we're gonna run it the normal way we used to run things. And then I think Chris Ngige, he refused, and then that was when he was kidnapped. If you remember, there was a time Ngige was kidnapped. I think it was few weeks to the election, he was kidnapped, and then he was forcefully taken to OKIJA Shrine. You cannot go back. It's either you enter or you lose your life. So according to him, because he admitted that he went there, according to him, he had no other options than to do whatever they asked him to do, even though he claimed that he did not enter the place, but that he was forced, but he did not enter the place. And I'm not wondering, is that even possible? Is that possible? Because he said he's a Christian, he's a Catholic, he's deep rooted into Catholicism, whatever it is. but you admitted to going into the shrine. Anyways, that's it. And then there's another governor that was also linked to this shrine. I think he was the then governor of Anambra State, OKIJA Shrinne, right? He was also allegedly caught, pants down. He was just wearing his boxers. He was taking a bath in the OKIJA Shrine, and residents of OKIJA Shrine also did what? They caught him, and they were like, oh, these politicians, they are just parading here. They are using this thing as business. And funny enough too, the priests and priestesses of OKIJA Shrine, they were also like using it to cash out. So the question would now be, this OKIJA deity, does it really work, or is it just an avenue for 419, or is it just an avenue to like intentionally off people? When I mean off people, you know what I mean by that. Is it an avenue to intentionally off people, especially people, someone that you don't like? For example, when I was still in my early years in the university, so people were like, when maybe somebody steals your phone, right, and then you are very, very enraged. You'll be like, do you know where I'm from? I'm from OKIJA in Anambra State. I'm going back to my hometown. I'm going to report you. But then when you are reporting, you probably have somebody in mind, and the person might be guilty, the person might not be guilty, and then you go and report the person, and then it's more like a juju. It's not like how will I put this? It's not like a innocent guilty type of thing. It's more like you're just reporting your enemy, okay? Because according to other people, they will be like that the guilty was always the richest, so that they would pay a huge amount of fine. And then when people go there, when they are coming back, they either have road accidents or they are poisoned, because they will give you like a concoction to drink, and then the perceived guilty will be spiked with poison, and then the person will drink it, and in few days the person would either lose their oil or go blind or something. But it's always targeted to like dehumanize people, which that is what we don't know here. We don't know whether this thing was actually based on justice, or it was based on dehumanizing people, dealing with people. That is what we don't know. But this is my little sense. I feel like people patronize this OKIJA Shrine because of our dysfunctional judiciary system. Because I believe that there is no law court in Nigeria that you would go to, or you would hand a case over to, that would do something in less than 3 months, or would give a verdict in less than 3 months. So people felt like, why wasting my time going to the law court when the rich would always get their way? Let me go to this perceived justice, right? And then they would go to OKIJA Shrine, they'll be exploited, and probably, I don't know whether justice will be served or not. You get it? Okay, so yeah, I'm going to also like put out the list of the politicians that were allegedly patronizing the OKIJA Shrine, because there it has like a register. Okay, so when you come there, you write your name, even though they said Dr. Chris Ngige's name was not there, but it had like up to 120 Nigerian politicians. So you can go and check. You can just pause this video and check to know whether maybe somebody went there or not. So I have a very important question to ask you guys, and I want you to reply me in the comment section down below. Do you think that this OKIJA Shrine, do you think it was for good, or do you think it was for bad? Do you think it did more good or more harm to the society? I also wanted to put in something. The very popular Victor Okafor, aka known as Eze Godo, the popular fraudster that I think he used gold to even build his house in Ihiala, was said to have been struck down by the OKIJA Shrine because of the countless bad things that he did. Because obviously he was a fraudster. He defrauded a lot of people, a lot of white people, a lot of Nigerians. In fact, that one is even a video on its own. If you want me to do a concise or a elaborate video on Ezego, that is aka Victor Okafor, Ezego, one of Ihiala, just let me know in the comment section down below. It was also alleged that he was struck down because he died untimely. He died a very painful death, and he was struck down by the OKIJA Shrine because I guess a lot of people reported him, and then he met his Waterloo. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this in the comment section down below. If there is maybe a place that I didn't mention, or something that I didn't say right, you know, this is just for entertainment and for informative purposes, just kindly put it down in the comment section down below. I'd really appreciate your response, your opinions, and I really appreciate it, guys, if you please like this video for me. It really helps me. Please, I would appreciate that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.